Okay, so this video is about how the weekends are ruining your progress. And think of think of a lot of people you know, right? And this was me for a very long time. Basically, I would be locked in Monday through Friday, hitting my macros. My meals would be prepped. I'd be eating the same thing every day, in the gym early, just absolutely getting after it, like so locked in. I'd get to Friday, right? I'd get to Friday and be like, all right, man, I was so locked in. I'm gonna treat myself. Maybe the girl wants to go out and get some ice cream Friday night. Maybe the boys hit you up. It's like, oh, let's go get some drinks, a little happy hour. And you think to yourself, oh yeah, I deserved it. I deserved it. So you go out, have a few drinks Friday night. Saturday, you wake up and you're a little bit loose with your tracking. You're not dialed in on your diet like you were throughout the week, but you're still eating good, right? You might have some eggs, bacon, toast for breakfast. You might have Chipotle for lunch. Maybe you get some pizza late at night on Saturday, and then Sunday comes around and you might have some higher calories as well. And then Monday hits and your weight's up 2 to 3 pounds from last Friday. And this is a vicious cycle that a lot of guys are in, right? They are so locked in Monday through Friday, but these little looseness pieces on the weekend can literally blow you off your progress. And this kept me stuck for multiple years, right? And it was super frustrating. It was super frustrating because I was like, why am I not getting the results? Like, I'm so locked in, right? If you don't stay locked in on the weekend, you're going to be stuck for a very long time. All right. So what I like to tell guys to do instead is keep your schedule locked in as much as you possibly can, even on the weekends. So that means going to bed at the same time. Now, I'm not saying you can't go out and treat yourself, but you must budget and have an idea of the calories you're actually taking in. So you can leave room for those cheat meals. Just make sure your total caloric deficit throughout the day is under what you need to be at. This is a vicious cycle I see a lot of guys in, and I want to help you out. And so what I like to tell people to do instead is see if you can lock in on your diet for 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks. Can you be dialed for 2 weeks straight? If so, then you can have not a cheat day, but a refeed day. What is a refeed day? It's essentially a strategic way, typically on the weekends for full-time busy guys. It's a strategic way to up your calorie intake, typically from carbs, to fuel your performance throughout the week instead of hampering it. You might be able to relate to this, but if you have a bad cheat weekend, it feels like Tuesday, Wednesday, you start to feel normal again. So it's like you're battling uphill. But when you run this refeed properly, it's actually fueling your workouts to be able to perform better instead of cheating on the weekends and feeling terrible after those. Say you had a couple of drinks on the weekend, you had some pizza, your stomach ain't feeling right. It's like, no, the refeed is strategic to fuel you up. It actually tops your glycogen stores off, helps you push farther, especially when you're in a calorie deficit. And if you run it properly, your refeed should really be at maintenance calories. For example, 2,000 calories throughout the week, your refeed is on one day. Let's say it's at 3,000 calories. So 6, 12, 15. So let's say your weekly calories, you're at 15,000 and your maintenance calories are at 21,000. So you're still in a 6,000 calorie deficit throughout the week with a 3,000 calorie refeed day to fuel your training. And most of you guys know 1 pound of fat is around 3,500 calories of energy. So we're close to, a 6,000 calorie deficit throughout a whole week. That's close to 2 pounds of fat. That is money. That is absolutely money. We still can't neglect the calories. The law of thermodynamics still applies here. We must be keeping calories in mind, but I believe that the food that you do eat, what those calories are made up of, absolutely matters. 95% of the time, whole foods. And when you eat this way and when you refeed this way, the training improves. You start to see progress instead of the weekends just pulling you back, man. Oh, I see so many people stuck in this trap. It's a trap, the weekend trap. I don't know what I'm going to call this video. Maybe it's the weekend trap. Too many people are stuck in it. Stuck. This is how you unstuck yourself. If you want to go a little bit crazy on the weekends, implement some fasting. You can fast throughout the day. Say your girl wants to go out, your wife, your family want to go out to dinner later at night. Maybe you want to go to a nice steakhouse, or maybe you want to have like a big breakfast, right? You can have that big breakfast, but don't let it trickle into multiple cheat meals. Just 1 or 2 cheat meals. Because, they tell you, oh, be 80% locked in. If you really are only 80% locked in, that is a recipe for the average. And I know you don't want to be average. So what I like to say is you're 95% of the time locked in. So what does 95% of the time locked in mean on your meals? That means just about, let's say you have 28 meals. I'm running numbers. If you have 28 meals, 25, 26 of those are just locked, and maybe 2 of those are off plan. Okay, so that's what 95% of the time truly locked in means. And that's my advice. Don't cheat on the weekends if you're trying to make real progress. These little tweaks can mean so much, so that you don't ruin your Monday through Friday discipline. Run the refeed on the weekends. Keep that schedule locked. Earn it. Earn your refeed. And you'll start to see, once you prove to yourself that you can be locked in for 2 weeks, that these refeeds are going to fuel your progress and not feel like you're catching up. If you like this video, consider subscribing. Comment below any questions you have. I know some guys like to maybe drink on the weekends and, eat junk food. And that's fine. I stopped drinking about 3 years ago. It was holding me back, but not everyone needs to do it. It was a big benefit for me to stop doing that. Not everyone needs to, but if you're trying to really make serious progress, if you're drinking, multiple drinks on the weekend, it's going to be so much harder for you to actually do it. So comment below any questions you have. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay jacked. Let's go. See ya.